What's going on, guys? Black Ralphie here. How's your day? How's your day going? How's your evening? It's almost 6 p.m. here in the East Coast in the United States. I appreciate you guys for watching the video and trying to like and subscribe. I truly do appreciate that. And just want to let you guys know that, this is going to be a long ride and I hope you guys are here with me. But let's talk about the Chelsea game. Cardiff won, Chelsea 3. Chelsea went to Cardiff to go up against Cardiff City, a League One team. And honestly, I will be honest, it's a good win, but I expected more. I had high expectations for Chelsea to at least score 5 goals past this team. So I do want to give a shout out to Cardiff City, and I want to give a shout out to Cardiff City fans for believing in this team and for Cardiff City for trying to push Chelsea. They pushed Chelsea to make first team substitutions and for us to score late goals to win this game, to score late goals to dead this game. Because remember, remember, y'all, after 90 minutes of playing time, it goes straight to penalties. There's no extra minutes. There's no extra 15 minutes. There's no extra 30 minutes. It's after 90 minutes, we're going straight to penalties. And you don't want that, right? You don't want to do that against a team like Cardiff City. It's not worth it to do that. Best Enzo Maresca started this game with a very drastic change of lineup. I mean, this was a very drastic change of lineup, which I'm not surprised because a lot of our first team players they need a lot of rest. Enzo Fernandez needs a lot of rest. Rhys James needs a rest. Charlo needs a rest. Cucurella needs a rest. I mean, so many of our guys need a lot of rest, and it's very important, especially when our next other fixtures in the Premier League are going to be a whole lot of big teams in the that we have to win, especially how tight the Premier League is right now in terms of second position all the way down. I mean, in fuck it, I'm going to include Arsenal in this as well. I mean, like Man City and Aston Villa is literally whipping up on Arsenal right now. Enzo Maresca started with a 4-2-3-1 with Chelsea with Joe Hegson, our goalie, Tosin and Badiashile as our center backs, and we have Hato who has not played in so long. I'm actually glad that Hato played in this game because I was actually getting worried that even though he can be a little bit mistake prone, he has not been playing, and I'm happy that Maresca gave him a chance for Hato to play. Uh, played in place of Cucurella, which was very important because we do need a left back that can, you know, rest Cucurella, and Hato was that guy that we bought. Even though he's very young, he's that guy that we bought to help us. Pong was our left back, and honestly, in the first half, up until he came off the pitch, I think Josh Pong was our best player. Pong was the best player for Chelsea, especially in that first half. We have Santos and Caicedo in a double pivot, and we have George, Buonanotte, and Gittins, and Guiu as our number nine. And I have to say, our offense in the first half was straight up dead. Dead as a fucking graveyard, bro. We only had one shot on target in the first half. We could not break this Cardiff City town. I give the first half to Cardiff City, and I think a lot of Chelsea fans and a lot of fans who were hate watching would agree with me on this. Chelsea could not do anything in the first half. It was poor from Chelsea. Pong will be the one who will take the ball, he'll move up, try to help offensively, but it's like Buonanotte and Guiu has no link up. And I understand they're not on the same they're not on the same wavelength. They haven't played a lot of games together, so it's hard for them to, have that instant link up chemistry play. I think Tyreek George did the best he could as well, but Cardiff held it down. Defensively, they were strong. Offensively, they were looking very threatening. They took advantage of Pong because anytime Pong would come out to attack, they took advantage of him because Pong doesn't have that quick pace. I mean, he's a tall guy. He doesn't have that lightning pace that Malo Gusto have, where he Gusto can sprint back and forth, can sprint to offense and sprint all the way back to defense. And there was nothing much that he could do defensively, you know. I think Santos did a good job covering for Pong defensively because Pong would attack and you link up with George and George would try to link up with Buonanotte and Giyu, but nothing would happen, right? And I mean, I was getting worried. I'm like, this is Cardiff City. Like, they're not even in the championship. So how is it that it's 0-0 by the end of first half? Prior to second half, I'm very glad that Enzo Maresca noticed that this has to be a must win because Cardiff City is coming to the second half with a whole lot of momentum. They're gonna come in with the belief that they can play against the world champions. They believe that they could beat the world champions, and that should not be a reality for Cardiff City. So Enzo Maresca did the two best substitutions that was very needed. He had Garnacho came on and he had João Pedro coming on, and that was very, very good. Uh, I forgot who came on, um who Garnacho and Pedro came on for, but it doesn't matter anyway because these two guys did what they had to do, and I was really, really so happy. And after that, we started looking a lot more alive. Pedro was being a lot more. His hold up play was nice. His ability to press. Boanete was pressing. Garnacho was looking threatening with his dribbling. You know, like we were linking up. Ball. Our offense was looking alive. That was so great to see. And then in the 57th minute, I don't know what that young Cardiff defender was doing. Lolo, I think his name is number 48. I mean, he just gave the ball away like a Christmas gift. He gave the ball to Bonanta like it was a Christmas gift, and Bonanta was like, "Thank you, give me that. I appreciate it because we need to score." Bonanta gave the Cardiff defender gave the ball away, and Buonanotte had the ball, and then he linked up with Garnacho, and Garnacho made a low shot into the net, and just 1-0 Chelsea, and I'm so happy for that. I'm also happy for Garnacho for being able to score. You know, hopefully that could boost his confidence up. There's no games like this is also necessary for boosting a lot of these guys' momentum. You know, hopefully this is the start of Garnacho's momentum, and it was in this game. It was, you know, and I was like, okay, finally, it's game on. 1-0 Chelsea. Score two more goals. Score three more goals. Score four goals, and we can finally put this game to bed. 75th minute. I don't know what we're doing. Like the defense was asleep. They made a long ball cross. They made a cross, and Turnbull just came out of nowhere and headed the ball in, and it was 1-1. And I will admit that was a beautiful header by Turnbull. I'm like, wow, no one could anticipate that pass, that cross. No one could block him. Jorgensen made the right dive, but his hand could not get to the ball because that was a powerful header by Turnbull, man. And I was told that this is his second game in 16 matches. Second goal in 16 matches, sorry. And it was like 1-1. I'm like, bro, no way we're going to penalties. There is no way we are going to penalties. We should not be going to penalties. I hope we don't get to go to penalties. And then, you know, Pedro Neto, the guy who came on the 66th minute, around the 85th minute, this brother came in and scored the second goal. It was a beautiful link-up play. Garnacho had the ball, gave the ball to Pedro. Pedro had to hold up, did one of his best hold-up play I've ever seen. You know, squared the ball over to Pedro Neto on the right side of the pitch, and Pedro Neto just did a low cross right to the corner of the post. It looked like it was a slight deflection, but either way, he scored a goal, and I was so happy, right? Chelsea 2, Cardiff City 1. And I said, well, I needed one more goal because Cardiff City looked like they are confident enough to try to score, to try to equalize this game at 2-2. I was scared. I was hoping that we could score one more goal. And my answer was, my prayer was answered. Garnacho came with a third goal at the 93rd minute. Beautiful run, beautiful link up play, shot the ball. There you go. 3-1 Chelsea. Cardiff 1, Chelsea 3. And I said, like, yo, this game is over. No way Cardiff is scoring two goals in about 3 minutes or 4 minutes. No way that's happening. And that was so nice to see by Chelsea being able to beat Cardiff, and Cardiff really fought hard. I have to give credit to Cardiff City. They were really, really not trying to give up. They were fighting, and hopefully they can get to the I think they are in League One. Hopefully they can get to the championship and, do something. And I'm just happy that we got this win because like I said, it doesn't matter what competition we're in. Whether it's the Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League, I want Chelsea to win a trophy. I want us to win a major trophy. We can shut the haters up and we could instill in these boys on what it's like to compete for the major trophies. People still don't believe us when we are the world champions. People don't believe us when we won the UEFA Conference Cup. So the best thing to do right now is for us to win an FA Cup, possibly win the Champions League, delusionally win the Premier League if we can. Let's win a major trophy, you know, and we're on to the semifinals right now, which is a very big confidence boost for Chelsea. And hopefully we can, go all the way. Go all the way. That's all I care about. For us to go all the way. We are not Arsenal Football Club, right? We can go all the way and win something. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think I need to work on, and hopefully, hopefully this momentum carries over to our next game in the Premier League. It's international break week, so this will be essential for Chelsea to rest up. I believe it is, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.